Thank you.
China will continue to seek a fair environment for cooperation with the United States. Those are the words of the Commerce Minister, Wang Wentao, who's been meeting his U.S. counterpart, Gina Raimondo, in Beijing. She arrived in China on Sunday for a 4-day visit, seen as the latest attempt to smooth tensions between the world's two biggest economies. Washington says it's not seeking to decouple, but will continue to prioritize U.S. national security. Well, Jeffrey Schott is a senior fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics, specializing in international trade policy. I asked him what we can expect from this visit.
Well, I think the visit has already been successful in that the leaders are meeting. Dialogue is very important. Face-to-face meetings are really indispensable to avoid misunderstandings. And that's where we have to start in rectifying the bilateral U.S.-China relationship.
There's lots of things clearly that they will not agree on, and presumably there will be very little traction on. But what are the specific sectors that we might see some movement on during these meetings?
I don't think you're going to find an interest in seeking new agreements, but as seeking a better understanding of the policies of both countries. And in that regard, the two sides are setting up a joint government business forum, a kind of information clearinghouse, so that investors, U.S. companies in China, Chinese companies trying to do business with the United States have a better idea of the policies that they have to deal with in getting through regulatory hurdles.
How do you think this visit fits into the broader diplomatic context between the two superpowers?
I think it's stabilizing the boat in very unsettled waters. And so it is a good first start. It can lay the foundation for future meetings between Xi Jinping and President Biden, hopefully at the APEC meetings in San Francisco in November. The two leaders getting together would be very, very important in moving our relationship forward.
The relationship between the United States and China is obviously complex and sometimes fragile. Where is the potential to rebuild the bridges between the two countries?
Well, I think politics in both countries makes it very difficult to have any big new advances in the near term. But the area that is most prime for joint cooperation is in dealing with the problems of climate change. And there, Mr. Kerry has met with his Chinese counterpart. We can do a lot together as two of the largest emitters to make some progress on reversing the dangerous developments we've seen in